Coinbase sues SEC after months of silence from federal regulator. Yeah, that's right, Gary. We're coming for that JOB.
If you wanna be crypto savvy, we can help you skip those valleys. Let's rally, yeah. If you wanna be crypto savvy, we can let investments tally.
Welcome back to Be Crypto Savvy. We are jumping into some news and updates today, and yes, you did hear that right. Coinbase sues SEC after months of silence from federal regulators. Coinbase took legal action against the SEC on Monday, asking a federal judge to force the regulator to share his answer on Coinbase's July 22nd petition on whether existing securities rulemaking process could be extended to the crypto industry. And this is exactly what we need and exactly what we've been asking for, clarity. I mean, it's really that simple. There needs to be clarity in the crypto industry, and it's even more than just Coinbase. There's been plenty of either crypto projects or even exchanges that have reached out to the SEC asking for clarity, and there is just literally complete silence in return. It's really just baffling to me, though. I honestly just don't get it. This is a guy, Gary Gensler, who has a background, teaching at MIT as far as, the blockchain technology and, securities and this and that. Anyhow, so somebody that has, is well versed on blockchain technology and, is put into this role in the SEC for this guy to understand the technology behind blockchain and still have his actions continuously hold the United States back from progressing, in the crypto market against all these other world leaders that are just taking these leaps and bounds forward ahead of the United States. Is odd to me. I don't understand what his main objective is, or who's pulling the strings behind that. I'm not uh, a conspiracy type of person by any means or any stretch. It's just odd to me, and it seems like there needs to be some kind of narrative that he has beyond what we are seeing, as the public. Anyhow, the 2022 petition didn't receive a specific public response from the SEC, which has pursued a spate of enforcement actions against individuals and entities within the crypto industry, which is what we were just talking about. Leading with enforcement instead of clarity. Coinbase was subject to a Wells notice from the SEC in March. If you remember, we did cover that. A Wells notice is basically just a letter letting them know that, hey, we're planning on suing you and taking you to court. I believe they have 30 days from the initial Wells notice to then provide them with the actual court notice. And remember, this is just days, less than a week since Gary Gensler was absolutely destroyed in front of Congress and really hung out to dry for his mishandling of the crypto industry so far in his tenure. And speaking of clarity through regulation, this is Perianne Boring, who is the founder of the Chamber of Digital Commerce.
All right, joining us now is Chamber of Digital Commerce founder and CEO Perianne Boring. Perianne, welcome to Last Call. Who do you think should ultimately regulate crypto?
Well, digital assets are a spectrum of assets. There are digital asset commodities, there's digital asset securities, there's digital asset currencies, there's payment systems, there's NFTs, there's digital collectibles. There are many different types of digital assets that there are many different regulatory agencies that have jurisdiction over this space. That clip you just played with Chairman Patrick McHenry grilling the SEC Chairman Gary Gensler really gets to the fundamental issue the industry has, which is the need for regulatory clarity. And that exchange was very emblematic of what the industry is dealing with.
Perianne, I did a panel down at Virginia Tech about 4.5 years ago, and with Hester Peirce, who is actually a member, one of the SEC commissioners. This was 4.5 years ago. We talked about the urgency of getting this done. It feels like the SEC is moving at about the speed of a 100-year-old tortoise with a broken ankle.
Yeah, Commissioner Peirce spoke at an event that we hosted about a year ago, and she said, unfortunately, the SEC has made very, very little progress. There has been no regulatory guidance issued by the Securities and Exchange Commission for the digital asset ecosystem, despite the fact that industry's been calling for it for over 6 years. Coming back to that question of Ethereum, which really kicked off the entire hearing, how can it be that the Securities and Exchange Commission is taking the position that digital tokens, including Ethereum, potentially are securities, but then you have the CFTC also saying these exact same assets are commodities? How is there clarity in when you have that, when the agencies themselves don't agree, and even the SEC, the commissioners of the SEC, Hester Peirce being one of them, don't agree? There is not regulatory clarity in this space, despite what the chairman testified.
And those are the thoughts of Miss Perry Ann Boring on crypto regulation, but what are your thoughts? Let us know down below in the comment section. However, unfortunately, I don't believe we'll be seeing resolution anytime soon. As a matter of fact, ex-SEC chief warns of more crypto lawsuits ahead, and I believe that's an accurate statement. I don't see Gary Gensler, taking a step back or, slowing down on his role. He has his, his agenda, whether that's pushed by his personal beliefs or pushed by, I don't know, monetary reasons, from politicians, banking industry, things of that nature. However, that's a rabbit hole we will not be getting into today. Let's just keep moving on. This is pretty interesting. Bitcoin whales spook crypto Twitter with sudden wallet movements. At least 4 wallets from Bitcoin's early days have seen signs of activity in the past few days. Wallets holding large amounts of Bitcoin that saw no activity for several years are suddenly showing signs of life, sparking conversations on crypto Twitter about the possible reasons behind such moves. A lot of people, determine that these wallets are just, lost coins, misplaced, lost keys, what have you. But here you go. Diamond hands forever, baby. Let's see. One of these wallets was last active in 2012, moved over 400 Bitcoin worth $11 million. This is an example of 40,000% gain since 2012. That's what diamond hands gets you, folks. That's what diamond hands gets you. Bullish news for the crypto market as a whole. Visa hiring more crypto developers to drive mainstream adoption. Payments giant Visa is looking to add back-end developers to its crypto team, particularly those savvy with the public blockchains and stablecoins. See, guys, it pays to be savvy, to be crypto savvy. Sadly, that is the end of today's video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Click that notification bell to stay up to date with all things crypto, and make sure to join us tomorrow as we jump into Bitcoin and Ethereum using the Genie Range Report, price predicting using artificial intelligence and machine learning. Can't wait to see you there. We will see you guys on the next video.